Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, aka Redbeard. So we're gonna go ahead and taste test. I like my shirt. You see what it says? Devil Dogs MC. It's the veteran motorcycle club that I'm part of. Don't want to take too much of it because we're gonna try to hold on to this one and the A123. Hopefully Oscar will get his hands on the C923 and he'll be kind enough to send me a sample. Then we can compare all three of them, because I haven't seen one single batch. Like, I haven't had the pleasure to even see them in person. So his little, I think he commented his sister made them or something. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, Oscar's sister. But anyway, this is batch B523 going down the hatch. And I'm going to try to talk about, I recorded some videos the other day that had a lot of static in the background. Oscar told me to post them, but I re-listened to them, and me and Gene, he said, yeah, if I ever come across a video that has a lot of static in it, I just completely go to the next one. So I just, as bad as I hated wasting a video, I don't want anybody to sit through that. So, what is this one bottled at? Oh god, I need my readers. It says 124.2. Yeah. Finally starts to get fuzzy about right there. 124.2. But that whiskey is about 98 degrees. It is exactly the same temperature as my mouth. But it's definitely Elijah Craig. Somebody said that they were taking the age statement off of these. I don't even know if this one's a 12-year. But anyway, the video that I recorded the other day was talking about adulting and little things, just little things that you do make you feel like an adult, like folding your laundry right after you get finished drying it instead of just leaving it in a pile, which I am horrible about doing. Folding your laundry. I got the smoker over here going. I got a little pork butt on there for some meal prep this week. Change it up. I've been doing the hamburger and macaroni dish, my homemade hamburger helper dish, for a few weeks, so we'll throw this in, and it's like 16 bucks for 8.5 pounds. I want to say it was like $1.94 a pound, so not bad. I don't think I'll get quite 8 pounds of meat out of it because it'll shrink a little bit, but you still yield quite a bit. So it'll be a good change of pace, and then I'll probably hop back on the hamburger helper dish towards the end of the week. But yeah, just the little things that make me feel like an adult, like folding my laundry after I get finished drying them, watering the yard. I mean, I know it's probably going to cost me a little extra this month in the water bill, but just putting a little extra water on the yard, because some spots are crispy, but I've managed to save most of the backyard. So buying new sheets. Buying your new, I think that's probably what I feel the most adult thing doing. Buying new semi-high thread count sheets, and it's just feels good sliding off into those whenever you get them. What are you doing, Bonnie? The fuck are you doing? But yeah, so watering the yard, just doing your chores. Even though most of us probably didn't grow up doing chores because our parents probably did them for us. But I know I had chores as a kid, but those weren't long lived. When my parents separated when I was 9 or 10, all my chores kind of went away because my supervision went away. Mom had to go to work, and I was left to my own devices for a few years. Call those latchkey kids. Yeah, that was all the kids that were like adolescent, teenagers, whatever, in the early 90s. Yeah, we just ran the streets. We just all hours of the night and day, just no supervision. I mean, they literally had to tell, and I saw a comedian said this, kids that grew up in the 80s and the 90s, literally the TV, the news would come on and said, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? Or do you know where your children are? That's how bad our parents were. They just fucking boomers. We went from the greatest generation to boomers, or was it the silent generation? I don't remember. I don't remember what was next. I think it was the greatest generation, then boomers, and then Gen X. Boomers were just, I don't know what their deal was. Why they were so carefree about what their kids did, and probably because they were a product of the 70s. Guarantee it. The 60s and the 70s. But back to what I was talking about. I really didn't have a point here, but that's really fucking good. And it's not so, even though the bottles have been sitting outside, so they've been taking the full force of the Texas heat, and even though it's literally 100 degrees right now outside, it's probably in the 90s. It's cooled off a little bit. The bottle itself is 90 plus degrees, 124 proof. It's still super candy and oaky, heavy caramely. Yeah. That one got me. But I need to stop saying but. I've been trying to, I go back and rewatch my videos, and I notice that I say certain phrases often. And I've done a pretty good job in my life to correct my speech, even though I'm from the backwoods of East Texas pretty much. I don't speak with proper vernacular. I still have an accent, and I'll say y'all and ain't and none and bullshit and whatever like that. Fuck off, fly. But I try to limit how many repetitive phrases I have in my speech. But is one of them. So is another one. Right on. I'm still gonna say right on. I'm just right on. That's an acknowledgement. That's not a is another one. That is not a thought break. What those are called. The buts, the ums, the you know. Listen to, there's people out there who use you know as or or but. It's a thought break. They can't finish, they can't speak quick enough, or they can't think of the words quick enough to fill in their conversation. So they'll say, you know, but, and I've tried to eliminate mine for the most part, and I've done pretty good, but I still have to work on it. So anyway, it also makes you sound a little more intelligent. Not incredibly. You don't have to say intelligent sounding words, but when you can link, see, that was the proper time to say but. When you can link together a thought without having a thought break phrase in there, you sound more intelligent. Just one easy way to do it. The more you know. It's good. Thanks, Oscar. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and, I'm just rambling now to fill in time. Anyway, I'm watering the yard right now. Smoking it. Oh, my fire's dying down. The smoke's gone away, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off and add some more wood to the fire. So, like always, guys, appreciate it. Thanks again, Oscar, for the whiskey. Like always. See, I just said it again. Like always, drink some whiskey, share with your friends and family, like Oscar did. Be safe, don't drink and drive. Take care, and we'll see you next time, guys.